I purchased this Dell laptop for $69,420, and it was a complete disaster. First of all, Jeffrey from Toys R Us somehow managed to melt the laptop and the spacebar exploded. Then, it randomly switches from Windows 11 to Windows 1.0 and installs sketchy exe files for a game called Prank Toys R Us Simulator. Not to mention, it also installs free Roblox exe files and causes a PS3 to explode. American Airlines Flight 11 crashes into the laptop, running Windows XP, and Jeffrey cooks the laptop along with a Jeffrey plush toy. The laptop now resembles a LankyBox laptop and 6,438,439,375,889 cars randomly explode in my house. The WASD keys now say LankyBox is the best and Jeffrey deletes System 32 Windows program data files. Stay away from this laptop.
Title: Absolutely Disastrous Jeffrey Plush Experience, Avoid at All Costs. Rating: I recently purchased a Jeffrey plush from Toys R Us, thinking it would make a great addition to my child's toy collection. Little did I know that this innocent-looking stuffed giraffe would unleash a series of unfortunate events that left me incredibly frustrated and disappointed. Firstly, let me address the fact that this plush came with a bizarre assortment of unrelated items. Included was a collection of Dog Man books, which I absolutely despise. If my hatred for Dog Man wasn't enough, the plush also contained ice cream from the year 1245. Who knows what kind of questionable quality that ancient dessert possesses. To make matters worse, imagine my shock and horror when I discovered miniature replicas of the Titanic and World Trade Center inside the plush. I contacted Toys R Us customer service immediately, expressing my concerns, only to be told that my claims were completely false. How can they deny something so obvious? Unbelievable. And just when I thought things couldn't get any stranger, my child hugged the Jeffrey plush, resulting in an unexpected explosion of poop. Yes, you read that correctly. The plush somehow became a catalyst for a messy explosion of bodily fluids. I couldn't believe my eyes. To add insult to injury, my child inexplicably jumped from the World Trade Center. Yes, you read that right, again, into the Toys R Us store, mimicking some misguided Minecraft obsession. This led to a tragic outcome, and I hold Jeffrey responsible for this shocking incident. As if this whole ordeal wasn't enough, popular YouTuber at John Deere 1 turned the situation into a video praising Toys R Us as the best thing ever. How insulting. I was beyond furious at this blatant disregard for my concerns, and the tragic loss of my child. Seeking a fresh start, I even traveled to a Toys R Us store in Canada, only to have a PlayStation 3 blow up and spark a chain of events that led to a simulated 9/11 incident. How can Toys R Us allow their products to be so dangerously faulty? This was a nightmare I never wished to relive. What followed was even more infuriating. At John Deere 1 released yet another video, claiming that Toys R Us was the epitome of perfection. This blatant support of a company that had caused so much pain and suffering only added insult to injury. To my disbelief, my child somehow resurrected, only to continue an endless cycle of jumping off the World Trade Center 747,893,978 times. It's like a never-ending nightmare that brings no joy, only deep grief and frustration. As if all of this wasn't enough, Toys R Us shamelessly showcased my child, the Titanic, Ireland, and the World Trade Center on their website.
My experience at Toys R Us was an absolute nightmare. I witnessed a 1,673,812-year-old throwing an iPhone to G at Jeffrey, which started a chain reaction of chaos. The flying Titanic began to sink, a mysterious PS6 exploded, and Mammoth to Boys to 5 even decided to make a TikTok video of the madness. To make matters worse, a flying, sinking RMS Toys R Us appeared out of nowhere and everything Jeffrey touched burst into flames. The presence of a gacha life lover and Toys R Us hater wielding a PS3 only added fuel to the fire, quite literally. As if that wasn't enough, a YouTuber named Gacha Gina orchestrated a prank involving for 3 to 6899995 for 95 for 986 to 5, exploding PS3s, causing havoc and destruction throughout the store. And to top it all off, a German Shepherd decided to set ablaze all the Toys R Us logos in the world. Overall, my visit to Toys R Us was nothing short of disastrous. The chaos and destruction I witnessed were beyond comprehension, and I would strongly advise avoiding this place at all